Hello and welcome to another great season of Beer and a Take from the Scoreboard Addicts podcast. My name is Rook and this is day one. This is our Beer and a Take special. We do it from day one of Advent all the way down to day 24, Christmas Eve, bringing you straight to Christmas Day with a fresh new take and a fresh new beer to taste. So this is my beer that I'm tasting today for our Beer and a Take. This is the Oak Vanilla Porter, the Sam Adams OVP. We'll take a close-up look right there of the beer. It's a little dark. The bottom looks a little lighter. It's not as dark as if you pick it up. But it's a little dark. It's a porter, so it's supposed to be. This is Oak Vanilla Porter. So they used to sell these with a chocolate stout. The Sam Adams variety pack for the wintertime. I got this from Costco, and this is apparently a variety pack exclusive. So you may not be able to pick this up in a regular store unless you get to the 24-pack variety pack, which they sell at Costco right now. So check it out. They probably sell it at some liquor stores, but definitely give it a shot. This is the Oak Vanilla Porter. So you have a taste. Should be interesting. Take a hefty gulp there. It's good. It's definitely a porter. I don't taste the vanilla as much as I hoped it would. It's not very strong in the vanilla flavor. A little bit of the oak flavor into it too. Not overwhelming though, so it's pretty much tastes like a porter. I'm actually a little disappointed with this because I was actually looking forward to the oak flavor and the vanilla flavor to it, but it seems like there's really not too much of that in here. It's like slight hints of each, and I don't really. It's a little disappointing because I was actually really excited for this one because I like these with the chocolate stout. I love those, and now the porter, vanilla porter, it's not overwhelming. It doesn't have that oaky flavor. It doesn't really have that vanilla flavor. It's definitely a porter because it's a little heavier than normal beers. The alcohol percentage is a 5.8% alcohol by volume. 35 IBUs, and it says all aged on oak chips with natural flavor added. But anyway, here's my take. Right now, the state of New York football, both Giants and Jets, has been absolutely atrocious. The Jets had a lot of expectations this year with Aaron Rodgers coming back from his injury. That defense that was last year, hoping they still be as successful in stopping other teams' offenses and making big plays. That's not here this year, unfortunately. The Jets are 2-7. Sorry, maybe 2-8 now. The Giants are a completely different story. They had Daniel Jones come back, kind of knew how this was. It was probably his final year. They gave him that 4-year extension, but it was an opt-out after 2. This disaster of the season. He gets released 2 weeks ago. Then they have Tommy DeVito come in. He didn't really play that great. They got blown out by the Bucs. Team looked like they're losing effort, but not really playing hard. And then on Thanksgiving, just another egg. Drew Lock came in. They were competitive. It was against the Dallas Cowboys team that's not that great either. They're a little bit more competitive than they were against the Bucs that week after they first got rid of Daniel Jones. But it's still just a disaster of the season. And I'm going to be here. My take is going to be that Brian Daboll and Joe Schoen should get one more year. I know it might piss people off. They might not like to hear that. But Brian Daboll's a good coach. You saw him in his first year. He's able to make a playoff appearance with that team. They won a playoff game against the Vikings, and that team did not have that much talent. Joe Schoen obviously did not. I don't think he's drafted that well for his first 2 seasons. This past 2024 draft, I thought he actually did pretty well. You have Andrew Adams who really well. You have Tyrone Tracy Jr. who's come on as pretty much the number 1 running back for the New York Giants, and you're slowly seeing Theo Johnson as well as a tight end. You're slowly seeing these guys who are rookies that were just drafted making an impact on this team in their first year. So I think they're building something that I'd hate to, just because the Giants are 2-9 at this point, just to give up on it when you have a good coach with Daboll. You have a GM who's slowly coming to his own. He's a first-time GM. He was an assistant GM with the Bills. But I think if you just slowly give him a little bit more time, I would say maybe 1 more year, see what happens with this group. Finally get their quarterback. I think they're going to be at the top of the draft. There's going to be quarterbacks available. See what Brian Daboll will do. Brian Daboll is supposed to be this quarterback guru type of coach. You saw what he did with Josh Allen in Buffalo. Maybe you can see what he can do with a rookie quarterback coming right out of college and get a guy that he could fit and mold. Daniel Jones wasn't his guy. Daniel Jones was drafted by Gettleman. He had Shermer, he had Judge, and then finally he had Dable as well as a coach. But I just don't think Dable and Shane have actually had the opportunity to go after this team or go after a season with the full roster that they actually like. I feel like Daniel Jones was pushed on them by John Mara, and they kept him around. He probably gave an extension to him because of John Mara's liking for Daniel Jones. But I think it has to be moved. I think they have to move on, obviously, at this point. They already cut him. But I would not like to see them move on from the GM and the coach. I think they need to give it another shot. Maybe one more year, see what they could do. I trust Dable. I think he's a great coach. I don't think he should be fired from what the lack of talent is on this team or whatever issues are plaguing them. But I think one more year, and then we'll see what we do from that. We already wasted 6 years with Daniel Jones. I think wasting one more year with Joe Shane and Brian Dable is a giant fan. I know it sucks here another year being wasted, but I think you stick with them. And that's my take. Now, back to the beer. Starting to get a little bit of the oaky flavor to it, but it's oaked vanilla porter, and there's just no real strong vanilla flavor. I was kind of thinking almost maybe close to like a cream soda type of flavor with the vanilla in there, but it's just not there. Listen, not a terrible beer, but it's not going to be one of my favorites, I think, from all of these. And I'm basically just doing the Sam Adams variety pack because I picked up 24 of these, so I'll be doing 4 more Sam Adams beer throughout the beer it takes. But this one right now is not going to be top on that list, I don't think. So, cheers. I'm going to give this one 2.5 out of 5. That's our scale. I think it's going to be the 5 beers in a flight. So for this one, I'm going to give it 2.5. I don't think it deserves anything higher than that. It's still a very solid beer, still able to be drank, but not crushable, which is one of our scales of measure here when it comes to beer to take. So thanks for listening today. We'll see you tomorrow with more beer and more takes. Take care as I want to finish off this bet. See you.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to That Sports Podcast Network for all the Beer and a Take segments.